Welcome back to Nine Kings. I am Rogue Dubs. We are continuing with our attempts to beat Duke difficulty with King of Nature. I feel like we're doing pretty well. I reset our perks. We took off the Pollinator with Mycelium and a random outer plot. We went full Treant damage, 30% extra damage. We have a random hero card, 2 free rerolls, and 1 Royal Decree option per rank. I think that'll be really good. The Royal Decrees are really important for King of Nature, in my opinion. Getting the thing that makes your buildings queue more often, or queue an additional time. These are pretty rough enemies for us. King of Spells, King of Progress. We could do an elf with a defender. So we're going to do that. We're going to do elves. I think we start with Poison Vial. We did get Mycelium right off the start, which is pretty funny that we respect. We said we don't want it, and they said, "Are you sure?" You know what you need is some Mycelium. The Treant does damage and also heals, by the way. Library. Early library is great. Let's put the early library in this corner right here. Yep. King of Spells is not what I'm looking for here. I'm wanting to see King of Progress to get a defender, because they reflect damage. Leveling up library. It's too important. More poison vials. Great. Okay, very good. We got King of Progress. We might lose. We're probably gonna lose if I had to guess. Yeah. At least they're slow, but we don't have what we need to beat them. Yeah. And that's why we want them. You know, we really want that. Darn. One more. Okay. So thinking about that. All our units and towers 20% chance to deal critical damage. 3 new random plasma forests on them. We'll do that because we can overhaul one of them, the one in the corner. We got a level up of the elf. We leveled up one of the other forests. That's too bad, but we'll target that one for the defender placement. Which is kind of a crazy idea, and the elves are just not tanky enough, obviously, to take this by themselves. We need some help. Having said that, I'm going to be stubborn, and I'm going to take it again. This is King of Spells, so we may be dead. But we're gonna need level 3 elves at some point, so might as well try. They do have like 6 stacks of poison, so as long as we can defend them, we'll be good. Warlock is interesting. Let's do Offering. Double damage. In this corner, okay. That's something. And do Offering here. Okay. Clone. They are level 3. Darn. Darn! Could take more. And then wildcard the library. Overinvest. Let's do Treant. We'll be glad we did. We need this defender. We need these defenders now. I'm putting down a thing back there so we at least have a chance. It's really, really close though. The rats are dead. It's just a matter of if we can kill the defenders here. Gosh, they have a lot of health, huh? Okay. We got them. Please give me them. Okay. The overhaul would level up everything else. Yeah. Let's just do that. So these are now level 3. Everything's level 3. So we have the best possible stuff. The question is, like, are elves good enough by themselves? With an orchard, that will help. Wage war. We want nothing. King of nothing, that is. Let's throw down our orchard. Here. Because then something would buff both those sides. I may put down a mycelium at some point just to use the overhaul again to level up the orchard. This is working. It's kind of crazy, but it is working. I could do another library. Or I could do the offering. Let's do an offering. Let's put the mycelium here in the corner, and then we're gonna offering it. Very significant clicking sound in my ear right now. We may very well be dead. I hear the rats dying, the lab rats. Our healing is really good. Yeah, we actually lived. We have elves left, so that's really cool. Defender. Okay. Let's do an overhaul. Maybe. Poison vial. And then can't reroll and spend and do something else. Let's do a reinforce and leave. Okay. Reinforce. Poison on you. That way he has something that can proc if the library procs. Offering. Wild card. Procreate. Procreate. Cool. One more round and then we get our defenders. I feel like this is going pretty good. Would have loved a forest here. Clone or procreate? Clone for orchard or procreate? I'm gonna go clone on orchard. So King of Progress is next. We're gonna take the orchard because if something lives, we want it to be grabbed by the orchard first. Or more often, that is. Cool. This is actually working out very well. What would I overhaul, potentially? Nothing. I'm gonna go Executioner. Okay. Put a plot here. Defender here. Would love more. I was gonna say more nature rebellions, but they are very stingy with those right now. I want to put a forest here to get more health for our elves. Because the more health they have, obviously, the more space we have to take damage and then heal it back. Like that's the idea, obviously. A farm is very good. Let's do farm and put it here. Would love to level that up if we can. Like nature has the strongest spell cards, and then I think Boar and Mycelium are some of the weakest cards in the game. Which is, I mean, you know, everything has drawbacks. Whenever any unit is added to a plot, add 1 extra. Yes. King of Spells is next. It'd be cool if we got a Warlock and we were able to get a Blacksmith at some point. But I don't think that would work space-wise. Or a Shaman to buff damage. We would put the Shaman here if we see it. Yeah. And then we'll try to put a Blacksmith here. Because they buff the other people based on their damage. So them having more damage obviously is really good. So we want Blacksmith here. I would take Farm if I saw it. Man, Paladins, their health is crazy on this difficulty. It's so high. Alright. Money where my mouth is on Farm? Or do I take Wildcard for Shaman? Or do I do Steel Coat on the Elves? These are all pretty good. I have an argument for all of them. The sooner we get Blacksmith, the better. Let's think about that. Darn, this is a really tough call. Let me know what you would have done in the comments. But I'm gonna take an additional Farm. Yeah, it would have doubled their damage, but they don't do any damage, so it's too bad. Cool. I think just having more units is the best possible thing we could have right now, because having more of the defenders, obviously that was very important here. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Just spreading out the damage of the tree as much as I can. Double stacking these zones. Okay, cool. Like an Executioner, I can get 2 of them. I don't know. Turn damage into rats fighting for you. Let's try that. King of Spells is next. I'm going to throw down the Converter in this corner. I've never used it before. I think it could be really good. Like, I don't know how often it procs, but I feel like that's pretty strong because it just takes away a unit that would be damaging us, you know? A King of Greed, like a thing that buffs the hits per second of that would be nuts. Another Shaman. For sure. We finally got a King of Nature Rebellion here. What am I looking for on that? Forest. I've been dying for a forest. Like, so much so that I might just reroll for it. Procreate is very strong. Procreating the Shamans seems really good. Let's look for forest. Okay. Cool. All right. I feel like we're in really good shape right now, to be honest. I'm saying that, like, during a King of Progress fight, but I feel like we're doing pretty good. Just get down our, you know... Because this also, turning the defenders into rats is really crazy. Like, because the fights last so long that it actually has a chance to turn quite a few of them into rats. Defenders are only level 1. Let's change that, please. Okay. Do they defend? They only reflect. No, they reflect all damage. I was concerned they only reflected melee damage. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty solid little build we got going here. Let's take a combustion. Poison effects are applied twice. Yeah. Because these guys have 18 poison on them. We'll combustion here. Yeah, they're literally, like, the poison is literally just killing everything that touches it. Other than the paladins. Paladins are a different story. Wow, they're strong. I need a blacksmith here, I think. Wow, they're literally all still alive. Almost. We're gonna lose. That is crazy, man. Darn. Thought we had it. Alright, I'm gonna go again in this video. I felt good about that one. Alright, King of Nothing, King of Stone. So King of Stone buffing towers is very interesting. Cloning, procreating. If there was ever a elf maxing build, this is probably it. Yep. Okay. Trapper. Here. Yes. Cool. Okay. Paladin. Here. It's funny that they have trappers, and the trappers, their trappers can't do anything. They just kind of stand there. A cauldron. Poison effect now applied twice. Pretty good. I wish the traps were a little further back. Paladins are so insane on this difficulty. It's crazy. I wanna level it up. Okay. We got a rebellion. It's great. It's the best possible result. Boars is kind of interesting. But Poison Vial is better. The blessing is level up plots. Cool. The ones that are in the buff spots. Hopefully the spots we're going to put towers. Let's do a Poison Vial on the elves. Like, we want to get the elves as many procs of firing as we can. Okay. Another cauldron. It's level 3 now? 2. I wish you could tell them who to shoot, because I would tell them to shoot the paladins first, for sure. Without question. Traps are doing some damage here. Man, King of Nothing is crazy. Darn, man. Wow, that is so insane. I'm gonna do King of Spells. Blacksmith has to go here. They are damaging us, the trappers. They do actually attack. Man, that is insane. I don't know what is wrong with this, like with what I'm doing, but it is not right. I'm going to try a Procreate on the Paladins. But this is not good. I think part of the issue is, like, the elves all fire at the same person. So they don't spread out the poison. That's like the biggest issue to me, it seems. Why is this fight so long? You know? Like, why does it take so long? Wild card. I'm thinking about overhauling on the trappers. I'm gonna do a poison vial. And vampirism. Vampirism on the paladins. Poison vial here. Wild card on blacksmith. Yeah. All right, this was the big problem here in last time. We need to focus on putting the healing on our paladins. I think that was the issue last time. I think. Our Treant is doing insane work. A quarry. Tower is next. We could do quarry. Cauldron would be the other thing I kind of want. Let's do quarry. Let's level up the Treant. I think that's our best chance. Okay. Oof. Maybe over already. Wow, 77 damage on the elves. That is crazy. I'm trying to get this warlock, but his health is just... He has too much health, man. Wow. This is insanely hard. I think I'm doing kind of crazy stuff, but I don't think it's that... I don't think I'm doing dumb stuff, you know? But anyway, that'll do it for this video. It's challenging. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Nine Kings. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know where I'm misplaying. And we will try it again. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.